November 1944, Camp Dawson, New Mexico. Eleanor Bianchi steadied herself against the barracks wall, one hand cradling her 7-month pregnant belly, the other clutching a crumpled letter from the Red Cross. Nausea churned, not from pregnancy, but from dread. At 24, a former Italian nurse captured on a medical convoy in Sicily, she was a prisoner of war in a foreign land, carrying a child conceived in love before the world unraveled. The father, Matteo, was likely dead, lost in the North African campaign, no word since 1943. Now she faced a future as uncertain as the desert winds outside. "Eleanor, you're next," called Dr. Clara Evans, the camp's lead physician, her voice calm but firm. Eleanor shuffled forward, aware of the eyes of the other 4 pregnant Italian POWs. Women like her, caught in the surreal twist of carrying life amid war's wreckage. They'd been detained together since their capture. Nurses and aides now housed in a small repurposed wing of the camp, their pregnancies complicating their status as enemies on American soil. Dr. Evans, a no-nonsense woman in her 50s, waited in the exam room. "How's the nausea today, Elena?" she asked, in halting Italian, learned from phrasebooks to bridge the gap with her charges. Elena sat on the cold table. "It's not the baby. It's what happens after." Dr. Evans nodded, her eyes softening. "We need to talk about that. But first, let's check on your little one." The exam was gentle, efficient. Elena stared at the ceiling, fighting panic. Her child would be born in captivity, fatherless, far from Italy's olive groves and Matteo's warm laughter. "Healthy," Dr. Evans announced. "Strong heartbeat. You're doing well." "And then what?" Eleanor's voice shook. "You take my baby? Send me back alone?" Dr. Evans pulled up a stool. "There's news from Washington. A new policy for POW mothers. They're considering letting you stay in the US after the war, with your children." Elena's breath caught. "Stay? Forever?" "It's not set yet," Dr. Evans cautioned. "But your baby would be an American citizen by birth. You could choose to build a life here." "Choose," Elena whispered, the word heavy. Choose between her child's future and her homeland, between a life in exile and a return to a shattered Italy. "Think about it," Dr. Evans said. "Italy's in chaos. Cities bombed, families scattered. What's waiting for you there?" Eleanor thought of Naples, her home, likely rubble now. Her parents' last letter spoke of hunger, air raids. Matteo's family hadn't written in over a year. "I need time," she murmured. "You have some," Dr. Evans replied, "but not much." Back in the barracks, the other women, Julia, Rosa, Teresa, and Sophia, swarmed her. "What did she say?" Julia asked, her 8-month belly straining her uniform. "They're offering us to stay," Eleanor said, "in America, with our babies." Silence. Then Rosa, the youngest at 21, laughed bitterly. "Raise Italian children as Americans? Or drag them to a graveyard? What's left in Italy?" Teresa, 29, asked quietly. "My brother's dead. My village is gone." "It's still our Italy," Sophia countered, her voice fierce. "Our home, our blood." That night, Elena lay awake, her baby's kicks a steady rhythm against her fear. The Red Cross letter, tucked under her pillow, confirmed her worst suspicions. Matteo's death in Tunisia, 1943. She was alone, except for this child. "What do I do?" she whispered to the dark, to Matteo's memory. "Elena," Julia's voice broke the quiet. "You awake?" "Yes. What will you do?" "I don't know." "You?" Julia hesitated. "I think I might stay," gasps from the dark. "You'd abandon Italy?" Sophia's voice was sharp. "Italy abandoned us," Julia snapped. "My fiancé died at El Alamein. My parents are gone. What's left but ashes?" "It's our home," Sophia insisted. "Our identity." "What's identity worth in a ruined country?" Rosa interjected. "My sister wrote, 'People are starving, kids eating dirt.' Is that what I give my baby?" "We'd be Italian," Sophia said stubbornly. "And what does that mean now?" Teresa asked. "After Mussolini, the camps, the betrayals, are you proud of that Italy?" The question stung. Eleanor's hand rested on her belly, feeling her baby shift. Matteo had dreamed of their child growing up in Naples, running through markets, speaking Italian, but that Naples was gone. Could she cling to a ghost at her child's expense? Morning brought Colonel James Harper, camp commander, with Dr. Evans. His Italian was clumsy but clear. "Ladies, I'm clarifying the policy. Post-birth, you'll stay in a special facility. When the war ends, soon we believe, you can apply for residency. Your babies are US citizens by birth." "And our families?" Teresa asked. "Can we contact them?" "Through the Red Cross, yes," Harper said, "but Italy's a mess. Communication is spotty." "If we return?" Elena asked. "You're repatriated like other POWs. Your baby goes as your dependent, not a citizen. Italy's on its own for support." The implication landed hard. Single mothers in a war-torn land, no guarantees. "How long to decide?" Julia asked. "Until your babies are born," Harper replied. "After it gets legally complex." Eleanor's due date was 2 months away. 2 months to choose between worlds. December 1944. Cold seeped into the barracks. Despite the desert sun, Eleanor pored over library books about America. Vast, strange, abundant, a land of opportunity, but alien. You'll read yourself blind, Julia teased, easing onto a chair, her belly huge. Just decide. It's not simple, Eleanor said. It is, Julia insisted. Italy's past, America's future. Eleanor clutched a new red cross letter, her sister in Naples, alive but starving, begging her to stay away. There's nothing here, Elena. Save your child. That afternoon, a visitor arrived, Maria Conti, an Italian immigrant from 1910, now with a Catholic relief group. Her Italian was warm, familiar. I was like you, she said, holding a photo of her American-born daughter. Pregnant, captured in 41. I chose to stay. Was it worth it? Elena asked. Maria's eyes glistened. My daughter has a life, school, safety, dreams. In Italy, she'd be hungry, but I miss home every day. The songs, the sea, you'll lose something either way. After Maria left, Eleanor walked the camp's edge, guards granting her space. Her baby kicked, insistent. What do you want? She whispered. Hey, Bianchi, called Private Sam Carter, a guard who'd grown friendly. Talking to the kid? Elena nodded. Trying to figure out what's best. Carter leaned on the fence. My mum came from Italy. Said America let her be free. Not what her village expected, just herself. You thinking of staying? Maybe, Elena admitted. But it feels like betraying Matteo. He'd want his kids safe, right? Carter said. That's what dads do. January 1945. Sophia went into labor first, screaming through a 12-hour ordeal. Elena and Julia waited outside, clutching hands. A girl, Dr. Evans announced, healthy. Sophia, exhausted, held her daughter, Lucia, and declared, We're going home, to Italy. She's Italian, no matter what. You're insane, Julia whispered later. Italy's a wasteland. My husband's alive, Sophia said, in a POW camp in Britain. He's waiting. Lucia deserves her father. Elena watched Sophia with Lucia, fierce and certain. Was it courage or delusion? Her own due date loomed, 1 month. You're stalling, Julia said one night, nursing her newborn son, Marco. I'm staying. Rosa's staying. Teresa's staying. Sophia's leaving. Pick a side. Both feel wrong, Elena said. Italy's home, but it's gone. America's safe, but it's not mine. Then choose for your baby, Julia said. Not you. February 1945. News hit. Italy's surrender finalized. The fascist regime collapsed. Elena's labor started days later, fierce and fast. Dr. Evans guided her through 6 grueling hours. A boy, she announced, placing the tiny wailing bundle in Elena's arms. Elena looked at him, Matteo's dark eyes, her own cheekbones. Ciao, Luca, she whispered. In that moment, her choice locked into place. She couldn't take Luca to a broken land, to hunger and ghosts. Matteo was gone. Italy was fading. Luca deserved life. Luca Bianchi, she told Dr. Evans, an American name. Weeks later, a bombshell. Maria Conti returned with an immigration officer. Mr. Walsh, there's a condition, he said through Maria's translation. To stay, you must renounce Italian. Citizenship, formally, publicly. Pledge allegiance to the U.S. Renounce? Rosa gasped, clutching her daughter. Betray Italy? It's the law, Walsh said. Your babies are citizens. Your enemy nationals. Residency requires loyalty. Sophia, preparing to return, looked relieved. I knew it. That's why I'm going back. Elena felt sick. Staying meant erasing her identity, declaring Italy, the land of her childhood, Matteo's love, an enemy. The renunciation ceremony was set for March 15, 1945. Elena had 2 weeks. She dreamed of Matteo nightly, standing in Naples's ruins, accusing her of abandoning him. I'm choosing Luca, she told his ghost. You'd understand. Maria visited again, holding Luca gently. You're not betraying Italy, she said. You're rejecting what it became. War, lies, ruin. Let Luca have a new start. March 15th. 4 women, Elena, Julia, Rosa, Teresa, stood before an American flag, babies in arms. I renounce all allegiance to the Italian state, Elena recited, Luca warm against her. The words burned, severing her past. Congratulations, Walsh said. Your legal residence, pending citizenship. Elena felt hollow, yet Luca's weight grounded her. Sophia left for Italy, Lucia in tow, to find her husband. Elena never heard from her again. The others settled into American life. Elena worked as a nurse in Albuquerque, sponsored by a local family. Luca grew strong, speaking English, playing baseball, free of war's scars. In 1955, Elena became a U.S. citizen. At the ceremony, she admitted to Maria, it feels like my skin fits now. But at night she sang Italian lullabies to Luca, keeping Matteo's memory alive. In 1990, Luca, now a father, asked about his roots. Elena told him everything. War, capture, the choice. You gave up Italy for me, he said, awed. I gave up a dead past for your living future, Elena replied. Worth every tear. Elena never returned to Italy. When Naples rebuilt, she watched on TV, mourning the girl she'd been but content with the mother she became. Luca's laughter, his children's joy, was her home. Peace, not happiness, was enough. The legacy of those POW mothers endures, a testament to love's cost, choosing survival over sentiment, hope over homeland, for children who'd never know war's weight.